The Cosmic Destroyer. Stardate 1407, 8207, 561909. Our frigate has safely arrived at the chosen planet. Their technology is primitive, and thus they have failed to detect us entering the atmosphere. We are currently cloaked above their planet, known locally as Earth. We will begin the search on 7 July 1909 Earth time. Stardate 1408, 8207, 561909. The search was a success. The scout ship found and abducted the perfect specimens for the task. 2 human beings, middle-aged, 1 male, 1 female. The male was more resilient and protected the female. We assume they are mates. We will introduce them to the prince once they have calmed down for their own ordeal. Stardate 1409, 8207, 561909. It seems the female subject and the infant prince have developed a bond. We placed the subjects in the prince's quarters to see how they would react to each other. It was the male who first noticed the prince, sleeping soundly in his cot. The male told the female, referring to her as Maria, who seemed to be amazed at the young prince. After a while of studying him, the prince awoke to face the female subject. They stared at each other for a while until the female stroked the prince's face. The prince gurgled happily and held the female's hand. The male seemed to be uneasy about developing a bond, but the female was reassured, referring to the male as George. The male was soon won over, and the subjects began taking care of the infant prince. After about 300 ticks, the subjects were removed and taken back to their cells. We are assured that they will raise the prince well. Stardate 3723, 9410, 561911. We have had no need to report on the welfare of the prince and the subjects for a while now, due to this raising seemingly going smoothly, but it seems things are not going as we have hoped. First of all, the male subject has escaped. We are, as of now, unsure how he escaped and where he went, though we have a fairly good idea he attempted to return to Earth. The Mook are looking into the case. Secondly, the prince's upbringing has been deemed a failure. The male and female subjects appeared to have been raising him as their own, not as an outsider. Due to this, he has developed an emotion we thought we had long been rid of. Care. The female subject was too kind to him. We heard her singing some sort of lullaby to calm the prince down and get him to sleep. Contact between the prince and the female had been broken. We will more likely never have need of her again. We will most likely never have a need for her again. Thirdly, the prince seems to have learned the language of the subjects. English, a human language. We have forbid him from ever speaking in their tongue. We have, however, learned some useful information on the female subject. Due to her teachings of Earth to the prince, we were able to see some kind of communication. The prince told the female subject about his sleep terrors. He claimed he could see a swirling vortex of red. In the center of the vortex there would appear to be 4 beings. He claims they were human, though the subjects may have clouded his vision with their humanization. The 4 shapes, he claims, are robotic in shape, which contradicts the shapes possibly being human. However, he seems that 3 sound like males, 1 female. The female sounds like she's praying, while repeated phrase from the males appear to be sigh, followed by some other unidentifiable phrase. More information is needed from the prince, as sigh is a phrase commonly used by our armies when unleashing their psychic attacks. Stardate 3729, 9410, 561911. We have made a breakthrough on the disappearance of the male subject and the prince's sleep terrors. It appears that without our permission, the male subject was studying our psychic powers. The female subject claims she knew nothing of our powers or her mates studying them. We do not trust her at all anymore. But if she can aid us in the prince's sleep terrors, we may pardon her and allow her to return to Earth. On the subject of sleep terrors, we have identified the beings in the dream. 2 are of no significance, however the female and the male appear to be highly skilled in psychic powers, similar to adolescents of our race. We believe them to be descendants of the escaped male subject, though confirmations are few and far between. Stardate 3731, 9410, 561911. After some research into sleep terrors, we have a theory. Many races came to the birth of the prince. Many left gifts. Some we are still unsure of what exactly they are, but it could be possible that one of the races left the Apple of Enlightenment as a gift. The apple, it is rumored, has the ability of its user to see into the future. It is possible that the prince is witnessing an assault on Earth by his future self. At the moment, this theory is simply speculation. As of the Red Vortex, we doubt we will ever discover what it is. Another dimension? Possibly. The prince is still being questioned. Stardate 3810, 9411, 561911. The theory was correct, and possibly we have located the Apple of Enlightenment. It was hidden in one of the prince's favorite playthings. Strangely, it looks nothing like the apple, a fruit found on Earth. It is more of a sphere, with a strange light inside. It has been confiscated, and there is an as-of-yet unofficial experiment being conducted on it. Stardate 3824, 9411, 561911. The Apple of Enlightenment has been an asset during the research going on it. During the experiments, we have been able to predict what will occur, when and where. Because of the Apple's power, no one other than the Discovery team and the expert team will know of its existence, bar some exceptions. The prince's therapy is going well. He has lost feelings for the subjects, and he seems to have lost the ability to speak in human tongue. The female subject will be disposed of quietly. She has outlived her usefulness. Stardate 5411, 3614, 561979. The day has finally arrived. The prince has come far since when he was a youngling. The therapy and the strict training mostly helped. I'm sure the king and queen will be proud of him. Today, the prince will begin his assault on Earth. It has been a while since we ever spoke of Earth and humans around him, in case something resurfaced. He now has a feeling of hatred towards all other inferior species, but mainly humans. Soon, there will be no more. The prince has decided to take his best army of starmen with him, to eradicate the human scum. Today is the day every universe will remember, the day the Prince Gygus, the cosmic destroyer, took out his first planet, Earth, and all of its inhabitants. Hail Prince Gygus.